In this video, we show how to make the configuration for a long-range reader SIL-2400, and in this special case for the MUX 8 version, which has 8 antenna ports. So we come to this page, we make the login, username admin, password admin, and login. On the left side, we see the menu for device status, diagnosis, a lot of things, but we are now just interested in the settings for an autonomous reading mode, which is the SmartRead function. We select it and get the SmartRead menu. So we go to the point Edit SmartRead configuration. Here we have a menu for an expert mode. So okay, we select it and we get the main menu for the SmartRead setting or the S-Man setting. So we have already here some settings and we are not sure if they are correct or what we should do with them. So to start from the beginning, we make a restore defaults. Okay. Restore defaults. Okay. Now we have we make a reset of all the configuration settings before and start again. We go first to the primary read menu, which we have to enable. This is the first important step. Primary read must be enabled. Okay, in this main menu we have also the transponder ID reading selected. We have the anti-collision enabled, activated. We have a reset after each scan. And we will also activate the tag buffer link, which we will need in a later setting for the output, that the output of the data is just once, as long as the transponder is in the field, so that we don't get a continuous output of the number from the tag. We'll come to this point later. Okay, here we see a warning that we did not select a transponder type, we will do it now. Go back to the main menu. So the next point is primary read tag types. And here we select the ISO 15693. We return to the main menu. So we had started with primary read, enabled and activated the tag buffer. We have activated the tag type. This is some additional functions we don't need in the moment. But now we go to the MUX menu because we have a reader with antenna multiplexer. So we have to go to the MUX menu and we have to add the outputs, antenna outputs, which we want to use. So we have to add a new MUX step. We see a 4-digit number. The first number is the power. So in this case, A is the power, and when we have a 0, we have no change of the power, which means we have full power. But we can reduce the power, which we will not do now. We will use the full power. So we just have to add the number of the port. So we go here to the settings, say 1, and make a character return, and we have added the first MUX step for antenna output 1. Okay, when you want to also activate antenna output 2, we make a 2, and we have activated antenna output 2. We can do this more for 3 and 4. Oh no, that's 4. Okay. Now antenna ports 1 to 4 are activated, and when an antenna is connected to these ports, text can be read and and transferred via the output via the interface. Okay, now we return to the main menu. So the next interesting point is the tech buffer. Okay, we have a menu for the tech buffer from the reader. So we want to use the volatile tech buffer from the reader to inhibit output repetitions, which means as long as the transponder is in the antenna field, we just want the data one output for one time, not permanently. And to do this, we have to refresh the IDs in the tech buffer. Okay, this is the setting for just one output of the tech ID as long as the transponder is in the field. We have a second possibility for a setting, which is the tech buffer expiration time. So now we have here 10, which means 10 multiply 100 milliseconds is 1 second. So this means the transponder has to be removed for a minimum of 1 second out of the field before this transponder can be read again when I bring it back into the antenna field. So for some applications it is better to increase this number, maybe for 30, which is 3 seconds. 30 multiply 100 milliseconds is 3 seconds. Okay, we return to the main menu. And come now to the data framing. Data framing is important when I don't want to have the data in a line continuously, when I want the data with carriage return line feed, which is more or less a standard in most of the applications. So we just have to activate these two settings, which means the data come with carriage return line feed. Okay, return to main menu. So now we go to the interface settings. We want to use also the Ethernet interface. Here in the moment you see USB is selected, but we want to select Ethernet host. And we want to use DHCP, which is already selected here with yes, and here we have the IP address and the net mask and the data for the Ethernet interface. Okay, we go to the main menu and have finished. To save the setting, we have to go to exit and save. So with exit and save, we save the settings and have done it.